Well, isn't this just divine? The lights, the ambience.
Honestly, it's like every other ball we've been to.
Lord Clarion, how could you say that? This clearly isn't just any ball. Even the king declared it special.
If you say so, Countess. Looks like any other ball to me. Shall we go in?
No, just wait a second.
Exactly what are we waiting for?
There you are. I told you not to be late. The king doesn't take well to guests arriving after his grand entrance. I guess you are here on time, but barely.
You knew he was coming and didn't think to tell me? Xander, it's been a while. Sorry I missed your graduation. Father's had me piled up with work for months now. Indeed, though I never thought training to take over Father's title would be an easy feat.
Please stop boring him with such dreary topics. How was Calyx? Tiring, I assume? It isn't Redestria's famous Knight Academy by mere coincidence.
Modest as always. You haven't changed much, have you? Even after a couple years. I like to think I've changed. I mean, we all aren't the obnoxious kids running around the palace halls anymore, pulling pranks on poor butlers and maids. We actually have responsibilities, and people depending on us now. I mean, I can tell you've grown. I swear you almost doubled in size. And Elissa's become, well, twice the Earsaur she was when you left.
Hey!
Not just that, but you should see her highness. Oh, the woman she's become.
Shh! Hey! I told you not to bring that up. Sorry about that. Clarion here seems to forget to think before he speaks sometimes.
She's, well, Emiri. You know her. If someone were to even try to propose the idea of her not being okay, she would go completely berserk.
Anyway, shall we go in? We seriously might enter after the king's entrance if we keep talking here.
Let's go then. Pardon? Sorry, it's a little loud.
Did you not read the invitation? That's just like you, but no. No one knows why the king suddenly called for this grand of a ball. It's especially suspicious because he's invited all of the most influential nobles from across the entire kingdom. So I've heard rumors the king is going to make a huge announcement tonight.
Well, I've heard it has something to do with an influential foreign family, the Moldavia family? The head of the family, I believe his name is Garrick Moldavia, is here on some business with his only son. At least that's what they claim. The king gave Mr. Moldavia, along with his son, Cassius Moldavia, a personal wing in the palace during their stay here. Yes, a son. I heard he's about our age. Maybe a little older.
Apparently, he got rejected from Calyx, though. So, he's embraced being his father's protege and is learning all about the Moldavia business. Can you blame a girl? Gossip is all that fuels me to go on these days.
Let's move closer to the staircase. It might not be as loud there.
missing? Please tell me, how does one lose an entire princess?
I apologize, Your Majesty. We'll alert you as soon as she's found.
Get every guard in the palace looking for her. I do not care how you find her, just do it. We cannot delay the announcement any further. The Maldivia family is expecting us to hold up our end of the deal.
Is that His Majesty?
He sounds furious.
That's His Majesty?
Indeed. I guess that confirms our suspicions about the Maldivia family somehow being entangled in this mysterious announcement.
Goodness, for us to be hearing him all the way from the ballroom? He must be yelling quite loudly. Poor servants.
What? Marriage between the Maldivia son and Her Highness. Now that you say it.
I mean, that would add up. Especially now with the king saying they need her for the announcement. Garrick Maldivia and Cassius Maldivia coming all the way here is quite a lot of distance for a mere business deal. I mean, the Maldivia family's only son with Princess Emiri would make sense. With their reputation and riches alone, it would only benefit the royal family.
But that wouldn't sit right with the princess. I mean, you know how headstrong she is. Hey!
Hey, where are you going?
It's okay. I just need to breathe and march in there and do exactly as I planned. Announce the marriage, aid Redestria. Come on, Emiri, come on! Stupid legs, how won't they move? You're Redestria's princess, they need you, they... Who's there? I can hear you. Step out this instant. I'll scream, You... Xander? Even my mind wants to distract me from this mess. Look, it's been a while since my last stream, but please go away, No, it's actually you. You're here. I thought... What are you doing here? You heard I was missing. Right, because you care so much for me, right? You do care. A little late, don't you think? I'm sorry. It's just been so long. How was Calyx? You graduated, right? That's good, I guess. Xander, when I asked why you're here, I didn't mean in this garden. I mean, why are you back in the capital? Calyx is 12 days away on horseback. Even if it is in Redestria, it's all the way on the port of the Southern Sea. Why did you come back? A long story? You don't think you owe me an explanation at all? When you left...
Your Highness, Princess Emiri.
Princess, the king is asking for you.
Your Highness... What do you think you're doing? Let go! Let go of my hand! You're crazy, you know that? Never drag me around like that again. Okay, so you were right. I didn't want them to find me. That still doesn't mean you can... Look, you can't just show up here years later and pretend you care for me all of a sudden. It's been 4 years, Xander. It's not pretending. The same way it wasn't pretending 4 years ago when you said you loved me and left. And now you care because you think I have an arranged marriage? Well, you're right. And he's a hell of a guy, rich, the only son of the Maldivia family. You know, he's treated me with nothing but kindness ever since he's arrived here. Flowers every morning, walks in the garden where he's nothing but a gentleman. Sure, it's only been a couple days, but... But would I be marrying him for me or for Redestra? You heard me earlier? It's unbecoming to eavesdrop. Okay, so I was loud. I'm going to be so happy. Just watch, I'm just as pretty as the day you left? You can't do this. I agreed to this marriage. And although, yes, I did run away right before the announcement, I only did so because I got overwhelmed. I was so sure that I could do this. Get married for Redestra's sake. And he's a really nice guy. I just... Stop looking at me like that. Okay, I admit it. I feel nothing. No matter how many compliments come from his mouth or how many gifts and how many hours I'm by him, I remember you. How a glance my way from you made me lose all rationale. How I couldn't stop thinking of you all those years ago. How happy I was when you said you liked me too. Look how much you messed me up, huh? Your handkerchief? Thanks. How did you find me? I mean, even the guards and servants only started looking in the gardens a while after I went missing. Whenever I feel sad, I go here because it reminds me of my mother. You remembered that? After all these years. Sorry, even if we did end on bad terms, this isn't how you greet a friend after so much time. How are you? Was Calyx everything you dreamed? That's fantastic. I mean, it was all you talked about back then. You worked hard for it too. Every morning I would see you at the Royal Guard's training grounds, practicing with your sword until the guards had to pull you away. Everyone thought you would follow in your father's footsteps and be an amazing knight, but who would have known at the age of 16 you would have been the youngest in Redestra's history to ace the Calyx entrance exam? I miss those times. Everything was simpler, you know? No moving away, no arranged marriages. You know, the last time I saw you was when you asked me if you should go, remember? Why didn't you come to see me after? To say goodbye? When I said you should go, I knew that it was your dream. How could I tell you to not go? To stay for me? I would hate myself if you gave up on it because of me, but why did I hate myself more when you listened to my advice? I wanted to tell you to stay, but the words that came out of my mouth were completely different. You wanted me to tell you to stay. Truly. You're not making that up? Okay, then stay. Please. I don't want to get married. I don't want to see you leave again. I don't want to make any more mistakes. Will Xander, I'll give you another chance. Let's try again.
Your Highness! Your Highness!
Please come back, Princess.
Princess? Princess Emiri!
Run!